It doesn't matter if you have good credit or bad credit when an emergency arises. Even if your credit score isn't the best, you may find yourself in a position where you need to borrow money. If you find yourself in this situation, I have some good news and some bad news for you. The good news is that a large number of lenders are willing to provide emergency loans to people with poor credit. The unfavorable news is that you will have to search through a large number of lenders first, and the interest rates on the loans may be higher. On the other hand, if you select the correct lender, borrow only the amount that you know you will be able to pay back, and make all of your payments on time, you may find that you emerge from the experience with a higher credit score. We analyzed the best lending companies that provide short-term financial assistance in the form of payday, installment, or other loan options, including the deals that are provided by our business allies. To guarantee that our assessments are as in-depth as they can possibly be, we compared over 40 different lenders in terms of their interest rates, fees, loan amounts, and repayment conditions, as well as hundreds of other data points. This allowed us to identify the finest suppliers of emergency loans. Number 1. First Tech Federal Credit Union, BEST for Payment QRAC period. There's a lot to like about First Tech personal loans. Aside from offering same-day funding in many cases, you also have the option to make no payments for the first 45 days, which can come in very handy if you're in the throes of a financial emergency. As long as you're not using the loan for school, illegal activities, gambling, buying securities, or business, you can use the funds for whatever you want. It's recommended that you have a fair credit score to be approved on your own, but if you don't, there's no need to panic. You can also opt for a secured loan by putting up some sort of collateral, such as a savings account, vehicle, or some other valuable item. The downside is that joining any credit union can be a bit of a hassle if you don't plan to bank there regularly, but if the loan fits your situation, it could be worth it. Qualifications. Recommended credit score of at least 600. Available in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. APR range 8.99% to 18%. Loan amount $500 to $50,000. Loan terms 24 months to 84 months. Number 2. Rocket Loans, BEST for same-day funding. Rocket Loans rates and fees nudge toward the higher end of the spectrum, with origination fees of up to 7% of your loan amount. It may also be a bit tougher to get approved if you have bad credit, because you can't piggyback off of a good friend or family member who has better credit than you. No joint applicants or co-signers are allowed. But we do like that it offers a 0.3% interest rate discount if you sign up for AutoPay, which is always a good idea anyway. We also appreciate that, if approved, you can receive your funds as soon as the same day if you get the whole loan process wrapped up by 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Very important if you need money right away for an emergency. Qualifications. U.S. resident. At least 18 years old. Available in all states except Iowa, Nevada, and West Virginia. APR range 9.12% to 29.99%. Loan amount $2,000 to $45,000. Loan terms 36 months to 60 months. Number 3. Navy Federal Credit Union, BEST Union. If you're affiliated with the military or are related to someone who is, Navy Federal Credit Union is a great choice for a personal loan. You'll need to be a member of the credit union, but once you have an account, you can get your funds lightning quick after approval, generally on the same day. It also offers a rate discount for active duty military members. The downside is that there aren't any official programs to help out in case you lose your job or are a victim of a natural disaster. In addition, there aren't any options to pre-qualify for a loan. You'll need to submit a full loan application whether you're sure you actually want the loan or not. That can ding your credit score by a few points for a little while, which is an important consideration if you don't already have good credit to begin with. Qualifications. Available in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. Only available to members of Navy Federal Credit Union. APR range 7.49% to 18%. Loan amount $250 to $50,000. Loan terms 6 months to 180 months. Number 4. Upstart, BEST for very low furigaiti. Upstart will take your credit into account when you're applying for a loan, but it'll work with you no matter your credit score, even if you don't yet have one, such as if you're a young adult or a new arrival to the country. That's a good thing too, since you can't apply with a co-signer or co-borrower to sponsor you. You can also rest assured that you still have the option of taking out a second loan in your back pocket should you run into problems in the future. You'll just need to meet a few requirements like having made your previous 6 payments on time and keeping the combined loan amounts under $50,000. Qualifications: at least 18 years old, U.S. citizen or permanent resident, have an email address and bank account, have a job offer or current source of income, available in all states except Iowa and West Virginia. If you've used Upstart before, your last 6 payments must have been made on time. APR range: 6.7% to 35.99%. Loan amount: $1,000 to $50,000. Loan terms: 36 months to 60 months. Although the options for emergency cash loans available to persons with poor credit are somewhat limited, there are still quite a few from which to pick. Upstart stands out as an especially reputable financial institution. It is particularly receptive to those with poor credit, and it provides options to reduce the costs of your loans, as well as future opportunities to save money with its other financial products.